Yeah, so we're sitting in my 2019 Ford Raptor truck. I had spent a lot of time researching trucks and ultimately landed on the Raptor. I was a long time Toyota Tundra driver. I drove that truck for 17 years, didn't have hardly any problems with it, and really liked it. And so I kind of went originally to look at, when purchasing another truck, the Toyota Tundras. But I also wanted to drive a Raptor, and I kind of look back and say, man, that was a mistake, because once I drove that Raptor, I was kind of hooked. I actually, it was like, wow, this thing, when you hit the gas, you just go. And that's one of the things I love about the Ford Raptor is when you hit the gas, this thing goes. It really kind of drives in some ways like a sports car, even though this is a 5,500 pound plus vehicle. But it's nimble. It looks great. It handles great. You get compliments on this truck. People will roll down their windows at intersections, say, give you a thumbs up. That's a great looking truck. I haven't taken it off-road yet, and there's a lot of capabilities here, and so to avoid getting shamed by my friends, I'm sure I'll take it off-road, so it won't just be a street driver. But it's been wonderful. I've got about 4,000 miles on it right now. I ended up going, there's the three different packages with the Raptor. There's the 800A, which is basically bare bones except for the suspension, and everything is the same except you get cloth seats. And I looked at the 802A, which is their full-blown unlimited option Ford truck, which today is just incredible with the sunroof and all the electronics and B&O stereo system. But I ultimately settled in on the 801A, the mid package. It had the leather seats. That was the biggest driver for me. I kind of missed the sunroof a little bit, but really in Roswell, where we are, when the sun's beating down on you, I probably wouldn't use it that much realistically. So the other thing that was important to me was having that tailgate step feature. That was kind of a big deal for me. But the other thing with the 2019s, what you'll see is they upgraded the rear the Fox shocks. They upgraded them, so they're a lot more, as I've read and as I kind of feel, reactive. And so when you're driving around town, you don't get any body roll. And that was one of the downsides for me on the Toyota Tundra, where it had a little bit of a body roll and it didn't seem as nimble, where this truck, I mean, it's big. It can be challenging to park, and so, but it doesn't feel like a big truck. Unless you're talking about roominess, and this is, as my nephew Daniel described, is basically like a Porsche sports car, but you can put the kids in it. And then I can also do a Home Depot run with some straw and some stepping stones when I need. So for me, it was kind of the best of both worlds, right? Kind of get that sports car-ish feel. The thing looks super cool, awesome. Love the black paint. I thought it was going to be a pain, but it's this nice black color. It's got a little sparkle in it, and it's just been a fantastic truck for me. I love driving it. There's gas mileage. It's probably about 15 in town. Best case scenario I've gotten on a highway trip is 19 plus. So which is not bad. But again, when you look at the power that you get out of this, and the performance that you get out of this, and the fact that it's got Ford performance labels on it, and when you enter it, every time you see that on the door threshold or the door sill, I mean, to me, it's got that coolness factor that I wanted as well. So I love the thing. No regrets at all. I did the Roush. I think it was advertising 650 horsepower, and boy, when you stepped on that thing, you felt that acceleration. The downside for me on that is the Roush exhaust, and it's well documented online. It's got this resonance, it resonates in the cab, and it's almost impossible to have a conversation, and it would have driven me kind of crazy, to be honest. So I would have had to fix that. From a resale perspective, if you look at the Raptor resale and the brand that comes with it, it's no comparison, right? I mean, yeah, there's a supercharged truck, but it's not the same as a factory-built Ford Raptor, and you're not going to see that Roush truck jumping in the air like you can see a Raptor. Not to say that I'm going to do that, But I looked at that, and then you think about the maintenance with a supercharger. Where am I going to get that tuned up? What dealer is going to take care of that? Am I going to have any additional problems? So at least I had some little bit more, I guess, satisfaction or ease of mind with the Raptor package. And we've taken this on a vacation with my kids. I got a cover and a neck stand cover, the trifold, and so I put everything in the back. Plenty of cab room for the kids. There's, as you can see, there's you can plug in AC, so it's got this AC conversion. It's got USB cables everywhere, so any of the toys, and of course you can connect Wi-Fi here too if you wanted to through AT&T. So it offers that, again, that ability of this kind of sports kind of coolness factor, but practical from a hauling and putting the kids in there. And the supercharger, it was just, maybe I'm a little bit too older for this supercharger and that exhaust sound in my neighborhood than I really want.